you see a lot of intelligent people pulling their hair out, asking, well, why don't they see that their policies aren't working? Why don't they see that the policy at the border isn't working? And these are smart people taking their hair out. And it's like, and we've discussed this before, and the answer is because it's intentional. And
Yes.
nobody wants to believe that something is so awful, that something so disgusting could happen to America, but there's no other explanation. This is what's happening. We are literally sacrificing, among many other things, along with our culture, but we're sacrificing 100,000 American lives for illegal votes. And this is not a conspiracy theory. It's right before our eyes in broad daylight. They have no intention of correcting the border because they've got it exactly right. They're getting exactly what they want. And at what point do those people that are charged with protecting the United States Constitution against all enemies, foreign and domestic? I mean, at what point do we say the emperor's got no clothes and stand up and say, hey, listen, buddy, you're naked? Instead of trying to figure out what they're doing, because what they're doing is pretty clear. I mean, is it just me, Jiggy, or are other people starting to feel that way too? Because you don't see the big politicians and the big talking heads go at it from that direction. Why do they say, look, let's collect all this information. They're doing this on purpose, and let's call them out on it.
Well, you know, one of the things that I find amazing, and I don't know if we've talked about it. I know that I've talked about it with a few of my other regular correspondents on this show, and some of them just shake their heads when I bring this up. But I don't know if we've talked about this. There was this, and I have to call him a kid because he literally, I think, is in his early 20s. He won a little known Senate seat or congressional seat or something in California last election. Part of the reason why he won it is because nobody was really paying attention to his seat, and he was a progressive, so yeah, we don't pay attention to those people. So he wins, and they had some sort of border deal where all these Republicans, they drug they drug everybody in there, and they're gonna hold them accountable. It's all theater. And they bring them all in, and they, after these Republicans just, tear these DEA agents and these FBI and these, all these basically civil servants, they tear these people up. This young, progressive Democrat, he's lived through all this. He's watched all the shenanigans over the years. He's watched the Al Gores. He's watched the Clintons. He's watched all these clowns. He gets up there and he dismantles everybody with, and I'll send you the video of this because you'll enjoy this. He dismantles all of these people. He gets up there and he asks all the different agencies. He goes, well, was the border in chaos during the Clinton administration? And they're all like, yeah. And he starts going down the list. Was it what was it in chaos during, goes all the way down through Trump. And everybody's like, well, yeah. And then he goes, okay, so has the policy changed, for all the various organizations? And then finally he said, now what he's established here is that nothing has changed. Doesn't matter what presidential people have been there. It's all been chaos. And then he gets to the fentanyl thing, and he says, hey, are all these illegal immigrants bringing over fentanyl? He's doing all this stuff. Now, why this is all going on, all these Republicans over here on the side are like, oh, they're all, crazy. And a bunch of the DEA people say, well, most of the people that are bringing fentanyl over the border are from the United States. And at the end of it, he goes, okay, I have no more questions. Now, what he's basically done is he's basically shattered this whole thing that he basically has presented that there's been a border problem forever, and nobody's bothered to fix it. and nobody's bothering to fix it now. And then at the end of it, the Republicans who are sitting there have learned nothing and turn around and go right back to oh my God, the border. And it's like, okay, guys, we've established this nothing's worked. Why don't we fix it?
But Jiggy, I don't really agree with that premise that it's been the same all along.
Okay.
The border is the best that it's ever been under Trump.
Well, and I will admit
that's I mean, come on.
There were some things that Trump did. You know, I've always wondered, and I don't know why why is this not going on? What happened to Ellis Island? Remember Ellis Island? Why don't we have like Ellis Island? Why don't we have something where, you know, you got to get checked out and all the stuff, and then they let you in? Why is it just,
Well,
come on in.
It's a free-for-all now. I mean, this is beyond chaos. It's literally a free-for-all. And when you factor in what these people go through to get here, which is horrific, and we're causing this. We're causing this pain, suffering, and agony and death by luring them up here, and they're going to hear about people getting $5 million in San Francisco. You know, the reparations, of course, it's not the same thing, but all these goodies are waiting for them here in the United States. And look, we've known that we've been a magnet for years, but Jiggy, do you really think that the border has just been the same no matter what? You don't think that Trump got it under control?
Well, I think Trump did some good stuff, but at the same time, I think Trump's, you know, I think the biggest problem with Trump is that he had a lot of great ideas and he had a lot of bad ideas, and they didn't let him do either. I think they just didn't let that guy do anything.
Over the border, the wall stopped them. It worked.
Well, that too, but I mean, they didn't let him finish it.
Right. Well, yeah, but at least they had them isolated to those gaps.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wouldn't agree with what that young senator said, because no, there has been a world of difference in what he did and what's happening now, and it's just so chaotic that, to me, I don't see how it can be looked at as anything other than by design and intentional. Because if you don't want to do it, you just simply stop it.
Yeah.
You call a state of emergency. You close the whole damn border, and then let the people
close the whole damn thing out
and stuff, and then go from there. But I mean, tell me we can't stop if we're protecting the borders overseas, we can't protect our own border.
Well, that too. That too. Well, Roger,
so who's got the power, Jiggy, where they say to protect the Constitution from all enemies, foreign and domestic? I mean, who is charged with that responsibility? I don't know. I'm asking.
I just wish we could, we could get some of this figured out, because I'll tell you that there is so much stuff that could be done, but for whatever reason, people just don't want to mess with this stuff. So as we wrap up here, Roger, what is the latest going on with you? What do you have coming up? Any major Roger Homefield news?
Well, we've got the St. Patrick's softball game tomorrow. I'll be playing first base on.
Look at that.
For me. I sent you that silly balloon thing, but that was just for fun. That didn't have any real agenda to it. No, I'm just going to keep going, and I'm going to be doing some other interviews, and hopefully something will resonate. But I'm very frustrated. And Jiggy, before we go, though, I mean, do you not agree that there is so many different things that are everything that they do weakens America, just as it did when it was Obama, Biden. This is Biden, but it's the same thing. And when you see this all the way down, it doesn't matter if it's the school kids and the drag, whatever it is, everything is just a bombshell landing on our laps. And I mean, at what point do we connect the dots and say, well, this can't all be by mistake? They can't be in the wrong side of every issue. This has got to be an agenda. This is Agenda 21 being implemented. And Biden signed an executive order where this digital banking is going to become a reality. And this is showing that Agenda 21 is in fact underway.
Well, and I'll tell you, a lot of people don't understand that these banks, these issues with these banks, There's a little bit more to that. Nobody's really paying attention to that. So that's some scary stuff. But Roger, before we let you go, how do we get in touch with you online or see some of your stuff? Get the plugs in, baby.
He was right all along at gmail.com. He was right all along at gmail.com. The parodies, bringbacktrump.net.
Okay.
Try it. Bringbacktrump.net.
Bringbacktrump.net, baby.
And he was framed by Hillary.net. And if they want, I actually, look, I don't know how this stuff works, but apparently I have a YouTube channel. So go to YouTube.
I got a YouTube channel.
I don't even understand it. I don't even know how. But if you go to YouTube, search Roger Homefield, and then if it hits, I don't know, I just click around and you'll see different pieces of music. Not all of them are political. I mean, I was a pretty serious musician at one point. So there's some stuff on there too.
This is incredible. Well, Roger, I will talk to you next week, sir.
I look forward to it, Jiggy.
I look forward to it. Thank you, man. There he goes.
Thanks.
Fantastic. Roger Homefield. That Roger Homefield, kids. Okay, let's do this. We're going to take a quick time out. When we come back, we're going to try to get the train back on the tracks. Oh, we're going to try to get the train back on the tracks. Steven Steele.